All right, everyone, welcome back into another props video. Going to be getting to the top props today on both PrizePicks and Underdog. We do have that Jimmy Butler free square. Going to try to use that. And just a reminder, if you guys enjoy the coverage, make sure to give a like and subscribe. You probably should be, because we have been on a tear. I mean, if you guys think that the Denver Nuggets playoff run has been good, well, I would say that's a good comparison to our playoff run. Really, since the NBA playoffs started, it's been pretty darn awesome. And that does correlate a lot with these hitting fantasy score props that have been out there a little bit more. There's just been a huge edge there. So literally, I always call this out, when the Vegas line has a player project to get the over by 2, and also the player's projection is also over by 2, they're just hitting at a huge rate. It's like 75% as I'm recording this right now. You just don't get that with any other props. So awesome day yesterday. Michael Block, I kind of joked about this on Twitter. Little did people know that there's actually 4 hot dogs out there. This was essentially a hot dog. I probably should have emphasized that a little bit more than I think I did watching it back. But it's also because I'm cautious. I don't want to tell people like anything's like a lock or like force people into a bet. I want them to make the best educated decisions they can possible. But obviously with yesterday, the hot dogs went 2 for 3. So a really awesome day in that sense. If you guys just use these 4 with that, you had yourself a great day as well. Now, I had already come out with the NBA's video. So if you guys want to, make sure to check that out. It's going to be much more in depth. Some of the props that we're going to be on for that day have already changed as well. So not as big of an edge there as it previously seemed like there would be yesterday. So real quickly, I'll just sort by NBA, see if we are getting any of those nice props. Jimmy Butler rebounds and assists is still there. That's really the best one that it seems like we are getting still today. About a 53% chance for that one to hit. Jamal Murray as well for over turnovers. Those were 2 of the better ones that we were getting yesterday. And we are still getting this Jokic points prop out there, so you could take advantage of that as well. We are seeing a big discrepancy really across the board here. The average Vegas line has it set at 30 now. PrizePicks has it set at 30.5, and Underdog has it set at 31.5. We typically don't see that big of a difference. If you think the Heat are going to play well tonight, then you'd want to bet the under for Jokic on Underdog. Now let's go ahead and switch up into MLB for the day. We are getting a couple of decent ones. It would seem like hitter strikeouts for Bryson Stott. Not a terrible one. We can see about a 53%, if you want to round up, 54% chance for that one to hit. Just a reminder, this is taking out the juice. Okay, so it's like the true percentage of how likely it is to hit. And we can see he also is going to be projected to get 0.84 strikeouts as well. So a pretty decent prop there. Rich Hill, walks allowed, 53.3% chance to hit, projected to get 2. So already those are going to be 2 decent ones that we are seeing today. And then from there, it does get a lot tighter with the ones that we should potentially be rolling with. We go Stanton here for over hits, runs, and RBIs. 52% chance for that to hit. He is projected, though, to get 2.42. So not a terrible one there as well. But once again, let's go ahead and get into probably what you guys all came in here for. Let's get into the hitting-based fantasy score props. And I haven't looked at this yet today, so I'm actually curious to see if we have any really good ones. And just an FYI, I need to figure this out with Atone here. When he is pitching and hitting, it just is pulling in those double. I need to correct that. So for now, for this video, I'm just going to click them off. But wow, okay. Gosh darn it, it's Matt Olson again. Guys, Matt Olson, he ruined a 6 for 6 slip 2 days ago, and then he also ruined I think it was a 4 for 4 slip as well. Maybe it was 3 for 3 slip. Dang, Vegas loves him today, and they are actually projecting the over as well. So we look at the over and under here, minus 142.5, and the under is set at 0. So they are favoring the over there. They think Matt Olson is going to have a good day. So I'm assuming it's just going to be because of this game. And man, he has been struggling the last 2 days. I mean, 6 at bats, 1 hit, only 3 fantasy points on DraftKings, 5 at bats, only 1, and then 3 at bats against New York in the other game, 7. So we look at Matt Olson, it is at 7.5. I think that this is more due to the fact that, all right, he has struggled the last couple of days. He's expected to have a better day today. I'm actually curious. Let's just take a peek at that game over and under. That could be a reason as to why it is popping up as well. Yeah, a 10 run over and under, second highest on the slate. We got the Padres and Rockies as the highest on the slate. So that does make sense that we'd probably want to be attacking that game in some capacity. And then so we got Tatis as really the best one that's popping up on the day today. 9.5 is a lot, but as we look at the game here, we can kind of see why. 11 for a run over and under is pretty high. And actually, DraftKings is favoring the over a little bit there as well. So we look at it, projected to get 4.11, and then also the prop line difference is 2.78. And just for what it's worth, I would actually say the Olsen one is better. I like to default to the Vegas odds. They know more than us, let's face it. The projection data is just there as another tool for us to use at our disposal for stuff like this to figure out whether a prop is good or not, accurate or not. It's another extension of that. But yeah, Tatis makes a lot of sense. And then we got Reynolds as well. And that's really it for the top 3 hitting fantasy score props. Once again, what I'm looking for is when the Vegas line here, right here, is over the PrizePicks line by 2. And when the projection is over the PrizePicks line by 2 as well. That is when we have seen that huge success hit rate. So if we look at Brian Reynolds, he has been someone that has been very consistent. And let's go ahead and take a peek at that game as well. So not exactly a game that you would stay away from hit-wise 9.5. That's perfectly fine. Yeah, we can roll with that prop as well. It's one that does make sense. So someone the other day, I think it was yesterday, asked, hey, can you do WNBA props? And I'm like, I am doing them. Okay. It's just in the morning, we don't have as many lines coming in on them. And my data is basically set to pull in the data once there are 2 sources of data from the sports books. So let's just say DraftKings is the only one pulling it in the morning, which is typical. Then it won't pop up necessarily. It would be once like DraftKings, FanDuel, Bovada, BetMGM. Once those ones start to pull in, that's when we're going to start to see it. So we can see, and this is kind of crazy, is that typically over bets are the ones that we see as the best bets in any other sport on PrizePicks. Well, today it's a little bit different. We can see they think Breanna Stewart is going to struggle, whether it be rebounds and assists or rebounds or assists. Okay. When we're using both the data points, once again, we do see that maybe looking at the assist would be the way to go for the under for her. Now, I'm actually very curious. The projection has her projected to get 11.2 rebounds. So basically another rebound here. Both are at 56 and 55% chance to hit. Those are huge differences right there. So I am actually curious as to that game over and under. Okay, so it could be why they're favoring the under here is because it could potentially blow out. In NBA, I start to worry about blowouts at 7.5 points. And so I don't think we can accurately project when a blowout is going to occur. But in this scenario, it could make sense where her minutes could be lower because it's a blowout. Thus, she doesn't get the over. And that's probably why the sports books are currently favoring the under for assist and for rebound. Now we can see this is a prop that I kind of like in the sense that when she has gotten the over, she hasn't gotten it over by a lot. And when she's gotten the under, it's been bad. So that is kind of what I'm looking at here for both of these. I'm not sure exactly which one I like just yet. I probably would do under assist. I don't know. I believe the last time that I bet on her, it was this game where she had 6 rebounds, I think. So it was a bad day that day for WNBA. It is funny on the flip side, points and rebounds, probably a good prop for her. So, WNBA is definitely interesting. Now let's sort it by PrizePicks and Underdog difference. Nothing too crazy. Okay, let's flip it. Okay, so Ogunbowale here. Vegas has the line set at 20.5. PrizePicks has it set at 21.5. Okay, this is interesting. Underdog has it set at 20.5 as well, so the same as Vegas. So we are seeing a 1-point prop line difference there. This could potentially be the bet that we use on Underdog with the Jimmy Butler free square. And just a reminder, if you guys go ahead and use that free square and you haven't signed up for Underdog previously, go ahead and use that 9to5 promo code. That's going to kick money back to me. It's another way to help out the channel. And it's also going to help out yourself by giving you that added cashback bonus. But real quickly, just looking at Underdog as a whole, they are pulling a PrizePicks where because they have that free square out there, we are seeing that their lines are a lot tighter today. So nothing too much. And that's why I was saying that Ogunbowale prop might just be the best one that we have right now. We can make some adjustments throughout the day if we need to. I might wait up until an hour before lock, depending on the props that are out there. All right, so real quickly, I do have the PGA props pulled up here, guys. Nothing really significant here at all. The one prop that I did like, PrizePicks has now bumped down. Rory was set at 5 birdies or better. It was favoring the under. But look at the edge here, either compared to Underdog or PrizePicks. The best one that we're getting is 0.5 for a difference there. That's not big. Typically, we do get a stroke, whether that be on PrizePicks or Underdog. Typically we get that, or the edges at least one, and we just aren't getting that. They're much tighter today. So probably just a stay away for me today. All right, so obviously with it being Flex Friday, and I should update the graphic above, it's almost to 62% hit rate for the bet of the day. But this is a Flex Friday slip here, guys. So what I'm looking at here is I kind of want just the 5 best props for the day. This is what it's looking like right now. If you guys are curious about that Caleb Martin prop, check out the specific NBA video that I posted yesterday. I think he's going to get more minutes pretty much than what Vegas is essentially saying. So that's why I like the over. And then we just got the next 3 best props on the day. And then for what it's worth, like using the free square, I'd be perfectly fine like doing the $20 max bet here right now, but I don't love it just yet. But that's the best prop bet that we have on the slate. And for what it's worth, guys, fingers crossed, close to potentially maybe taking down a little best ball draft on Underdog today as well. We'll see in golf. Fingers are crossed. But that's gonna be all for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the coverage. If you did, make sure to give a like and subscribe. That does help out the channel a ton. You guys did that with the NBA video last night. I do appreciate that. That little stuff is helping the channel grow, which then helps me be able to push out more content. It's one of those kind of weird things with YouTube, is that sometimes the more content you put out there, it's not the better. The community needs to respond. So it's awesome that you guys have been doing that. All right, let's have a good slate today. And as always, let's keep cashing.